Hey guys, I realized that I'm a huge advocate for awareness and for people to share their stories and be open and honest, and I realized I haven't shared my story yet. So I think my story, having celiac disease, is going to be very similar to anyone else out there that has been diagnosed with celiac disease. So my story just kind of goes like this in a nutshell. I had had stomach issues my entire life, but they really weren't as bad as they became. So as with any autoimmune disease, any type of really heavy stress or trauma can exacerbate the symptoms. So I went through some experiences in life and my symptoms started getting worse and worse, and I started not being able to get up in the morning. I was feeling super sick all the time. I felt much older than my age. I had lost a tremendous amount of weight. I dropped down to a weight that was unhealthy and unsafe. And I kept going to my doctor back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for probably about 2.5 to 3 years, when she finally looked at me and said, and I quote, "You're a perfectly healthy 35-year-old woman. I can't find anything wrong with you. It's time to see a therapist." And I was shocked and floored and hurt and scared and all of those things combined and more. So I went home and I said, enough of this, and I got online and I just started putting in all of my symptoms, and I started seeing all this stuff and scrolled through, and it was the first time I actually saw the terminology celiac disease. So I thought, all right, well, I've never heard of this before. So I clicked on that and I looked at it and I opened it up and I said, oh my goodness, I do that. My body does that. This happens to me. So I thought, okay. So I found a new doctor and I took that potential diagnosis to the doctor. We did all of the tests and it winds up that I have celiac disease. In fact, my doctor said to me, you probably have the most severe case of celiac I've ever seen. I had done so much damage at that point to my small intestines that I was not absorbing any nutrients, which is why I was feeling so lethargic and so old and so crampy and achy every day and felt like I couldn't do anything because it was happening. I was literally starving to death because even though I was trying to eat, my body wasn't able to absorb anything. So it took about 2 years for my intestines to realign and heal themselves. And of course, I gained a lot of the weight back. I'm much healthier today than I was back then. And that was 10 years ago now. So it was at a time where gluten wasn't a household name. People really didn't know. There weren't a whole lot of products on the shelf at this point. So I really had to create my own recipes, learn how, because I loved to bake even then, and I just had to create my own recipes, which is where I came up with a lot of the recipes that I still use today and that I've been sharing with you. So I hope that you can relate or can understand a little bit more about my story, and if you want, please, please, please share yours. All right, thank you. Peace, love, and happiness.